boy. Yeah, boy.
Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with Liquid Cash.
A good receiver is always a good giver. That's why I receive so much blessing, because I give so much. All right? That's a universal law. That's not a man-made law. That's a universal law that trumps any other law out there. I know they say hold on to your money for dear life. I know they say hold on to everything for dear life. Hold on to your car, hold on to your clothes, hold on to everything you got for dear life. Nah, once you experience it, you got to give it away. Once you wore that shirt already, and you wore those clothes already, and you wore those sneakers already, it's okay to give it to Salvation Army. Give it to Goodwill. Let somebody else experience it. Stop holding on to things that you should have been thrown away years ago. Stop holding on to things for just because you got it and you want to keep it forever. You hoarding shit that you don't really need. Give it to someone else. So give it to someone else so God can bless you with new things in your life. And it works for money as well. The more you give, the more you receive. I always say this one thing when I'm spending money. I'm gonna give y'all a little tip. I normally don't give this tip away, but I'm gonna give it to y'all because y'all my family, y'all my tea party. I fuck with y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little tip that I do. I usually share this type of information with my Cash Academy students. If you haven't joined the Cash Academy, I advise you to do so ASAP. I share this information with my Cash Academy students. When I spend money, I always say every dollar that I spend, I want it to come back to me in increasing amount through multiple sources on a continuous basis, multiplied by 1,000. I'm gonna say that again because I know some of y'all didn't catch that. Anytime I spend $1, I don't care what the amount is. If I spend $1, as I give it to the cashier or as I tap my phone to spend that dollar, I repeat in my mind a mantra that says, every dollar that I spent, I want to come back to me in increasing amount through multiple sources on a continuous basis, multiplied by 1,000. And if you want to go even further, you take a little notebook with you, right? A little notebook, just a small notebook. And if you spend $1, right? You take the notebook out, you write down what you spent that dollar on, and then you said, and underneath that, you write down, the universe owes me $1,000 because you spent $1, and you want that to come back to you in abundance, multiplied by 1,000. So I'm gonna say that again for y'all who listening too slow. After I finish repeating my mantra in my head, I take out my notebook that's very small. I write down the amount of money I spent, which is $1. And underneath that, I write, the universe owes me $1,000 because the dollar multiplied by 1,000 is 1,000. And that's the mantra that always keeps me in abundance, keeps me in prosperity. So I'm never spending money with fear. I'm never being fearful when I'm spending money. I'm always spending money with abundance mindset. You dig? Like I said again, I normally don't share this game on YouTube just like this all willy-nilly. I usually only share it with my Cash Academy students, so I advise y'all to join the Cash Academy. The link will be in the description below. It's very important. See, some of you have gym memberships. That's going to be more expensive than my Cash Academy. Some of you spend more money on a monthly basis. That's going to be way more than my Cash Academy. But for some reason, when you get to my Cash Academy and you see that it's $62 a month, you're going to be triggered, and it's going to be a block in your frequency that make you not signed up. Yeah, it's going to be a block that make you rationalize on why you shouldn't sign up or why you're not going to sign up. That's a block in your frequency. Anything that's good for you that you should be doing, there's always going to be a trigger before you actually take the leap of faith. It's going to be a sense of nervousness. There's going to be a sense of fear. And you're going to come up with 101 reasons of why you shouldn't do it. And eventually, it's going to work and you're not going to do it. And that's going to be the difference between you and the person that is driving their dream car. And the person that's living their dream life. It's because they took the chance when you was cheap. You was too cheap to make a small sacrifice on a monthly basis to join a group of people in a society that can give you uncommon information that can help elevate you to the next plateau or the next place you want to be in life. That can shift your mindset in a positive way, that can have you thinking in abundance and a prosperity mindset so you can bring more fruits in abundance to your life. See, that's the difference between me and you. I grew up in the hood. I came from humble beginnings, but the difference between me and you, I wasn't afraid to spend that $5,000 to sit down and have a conversation with my mentor. The dinner might only last 45 minutes, but that was 45 minutes well spent, because in that 45 minutes, he answered all of my questions that I had. Some of y'all can't even fathom spending $5,000, $10,000 to have a mentor, to get uncommon information, to get wisdom that can take you to the next level in your thinking. Because at the end of the day, it's all a mindset. It's all in the way you think. It's a thought process. Money and wealth and all and everything that you see in abundance, it's just it's a process, the way you think. You know what I mean? It's a mental process. It's basically, thoughts are the steam that create this. Thoughts are the fire that create the steam that turns the wheel of fortune. I advise y'all to get a pen and write that one down. Hurry up, I'll wait. Y'all ready? Thoughts are the fire that creates a steam that turns the wheel of fortune. So you want to turn the wheel of fortune. It's all in the mindset. That's it. What separates you and a billionaire is mindset. You know what I mean? It's time and the size of your dreams. It'll take you a lifetime to figure that one out. Yeah, that's it, man. That's the only thing that separates you from Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, is time and the size of your dreams. Yeah, I know God gave us, some bad hands. We would like to think God gave us some bad hands, but he gave you the hands that you was meant to have. Cheers, what it is and what it ain't. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash. I need it all out the stash, aka, but it ain't about that right now, man. It's about the Cash Academy, Personal Development Transformation Academy, where you can be, do, and have anything and everything you want out of life. How to make your dreams come true, how to manifest your reality, but most importantly, how to raise your DNA vibration. Y'all been asking me about my hair routine, my skin routine, my morning routine. Y'all been asking me all type of questions in my DM, but I've been hearing and I got the answers. Listen, the Cash Academy is the place where you need to sign up right now so you can have all the answers to the questions that you may have. You dig? Sign up right now. Join the Cash Academy with yours truly, Liquid Cash. Cheers.